Hey, hold on, Vic. Come here real quick. You gotta say.
Who's that?
Oh, shit. Oh.
I don't know. I guess this is a video about Victor Wembanyama being able to play the five. I guess that's what we'll roll with. Uh, why are we doing it? Mainly because the main argument for why we should draft a big man is we don't want Wemby banging around in the paint. I don't disagree with that logic. I don't want him there either, to be honest. But not really for those reasons. For one, I don't. There's a play in this little game film, and I know it's like mostly just blocks, but I promise you this is not just me glazing his blocks, even though they're like donuts. It's more because at 7'5", man, like that's a lot of body. That's not something that you can just like move around, even in this play right here. I didn't even stop and go through and pause it, so we'll roll with it. This is crazy. Hey, look at Vassell. Look at that. I found me another Vassell pass I can show off. And here, right? Who is? All right, yeah. This is Andrew Wiggins. He's not necessarily like the biggest dude, but you can tell like as he was trying to get that layup off, he was really trying to like bang in Wemby, but dude, Wemby's 7'5". Like that's not gonna phase him that much. There's too much body to try to move. So that's just one play, like, and of course it comes right behind with Jokic. I don't want Wemby guarding Jokic 24/7. I don't want him guarding him the whole game. He does a pretty good job of it at it. But you definitely want to have somebody else that you can throw at him, and he just. Yeah, yo, I'm going back for that. I'm going back for all of the Houston slander. You kidding me? Fuck Houston. Yeah, Sangoon, he read all the articles. Oh, Wemby, he's too thin. We're just gonna, he's just driving. Nah, man, he absolutely demolished whatever that nonsense was that he tried to put up. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like there's not gonna be a lot of players in this league that's gonna be able to just like manhandle Wemby. You know what I'm saying? I think to the effect that a lot of us think that he is, that he could be. You can't really mess with 7'5". Like, what you supposed to do against that? Hey, that's come on, man. None of this is even fair. That's Rudy Gobert trying to just yam in his face. And Rudy's got at least 40, 50 pounds, and you would think it would be more, but at 7'5", like that's a lot of body. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of body. That's not just something like 6'2". Like 7'5" is still 7'5", and we ain't even talking about the wingspan. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Green just gets. This is probably my favorite Wemby block. I'm not gonna lie. Here's Demonis Savonis. He tried his nonsense, could get away with it, and just back up and down. And then he still runs the court like he really reminds me a lot of David Robinson, especially in the open court. Like he knows his lanes so well. And who is this he's getting? Yeah, he thought, you know what I'm saying? Just good technique. Look at this technique on Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony Davis, excuse me. Just smart. Just keep my hands up. Stay active. Stay in the play. And he's really patient. I don't even know who we got right there. Just really good patient stuff. I'm really trying. I think there's a couple more. Oh yeah, this Anthony Edwards play. Y'all know. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, you know how much I want Anthony Edwards to play here. Like that's the one player I'm willing to trade a lot of players on this team for. And it's just a crazy thing where, not only is Wemby so good in the post, he really has some solid perimeter defense. I call it the Tayshaun Prince effect, right? Where the defender is really bigger than the guy that he's guarding, and he should be getting crossed up. But what are you supposed to do with a man who takes up that much space? Like, if there's somebody in front of you and you're trying to get past them, but they take up 18 feet, what are you supposed to do? Like, you could be as quick as you want. You have all that space to try to get around, and if the reaction time is half as decent as a 6-year-old, they're gonna catch you. So, but like I said, this is not to glaze his dunks. I mean, his blocks. This is not for that purpose. I believe that, like, his best defensive attributes aren't just his blocks. He has a way of really, like, moving his feet very well. Like, he's on balance. Shoulders are square, good hips, bent at the knees, ready to go, right on the balls of your toes. Is it toes or your balls? Balls or your toes? Balls or your it's got to be the balls of your toes, right? So he right on the balls of his toes, and he just keeps his hands up, like. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's all Spurs etiquette right there. That is 100% the Spurs really saying, look, we know you're gonna be good on offense, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna show you some things on defense first, because that's where you're really gonna make your money. Like, how are you supposed to guard? How are you supposed to score over a dude who's 7'5"? Like, how are you supposed to even? There's 3 players in this league that could probably get away with it, and 2 of them used to play for Dallas. Well, one of them used to play for Dallas. He was fat, and like, you just got here to even, like, get around this dude, man. Like, I just love this one against John Collins, bro. I just love it. Because Collins is really trying to, like, get into him here. I don't know how it's sped up. It's supposed to. Okay, he really. Is this the one? I didn't repeat the one that I was trying to get for. But Collins really was trying to, like, body him here. I think, yes, this one right here. You can tell he dips his shoulder, throws the elbow. He really tried to body him, and Wemby was just like, nah, because I'm 7'5". I just have to keep my hands up. And Collins is not a little dude, so I definitely agree that, we could use, like, I'm not even gonna try to say the boy's name from Duke. I'm not even gonna try to say their center name. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a picture up. But we can use just a big body like that. They trying to kind of do the same thing with Sohan. Once again, I see the vision. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been a Spurs fan for a long time, man. I see what they doing. I see exactly what they cooking, and they trust me. Spurs they doing exactly what they supposed to be doing right now. So I see the vision with Sohan playing them at the 5. Like, if you remember Malik Rose, then you know what the fuck going on. It's just like it's gonna be an abuse of height, because he's so shorter to the ground. You can't. Yeah, you can try to move him. You know what I'm saying? But he's got that low center of gravity. He's already gonna be right there. Like, he's gonna be solid. And so he's a pretty solid dude. So, I mean, he's not a full-time center. Definitely would not call him that. Just get that out of here, Wiggins. Like, stop reading the articles, and stop reading the tweets and all that shit, man. Like, Wemby gonna be just fine playing the 5. I still want to play the 4, but that's a conversation for another time. I'll talk about that. I'll do a space or something about that on that. But back to what I'm saying about for Sohan. Yeah, I see he's not a full-time center, but I see what the Spurs are trying to do, this Draymond Green thing, where he can at least guard him, be a good spell center. And he's in, like, a weird spot, because, like, he's not, like, the best power forward in the league or anything. I think if we got Nas Reed you would have to start him, right? But do you want Sohan at the 3? Because if you put him at the 3, then you're gonna start Vassell, no matter how much the people may not like it. You're going to start him. But then you're also going to start Castle, and then you're also going to start Fox, and you can't start 6 players at a time. So, Spurs gonna have some interesting questions to, you know what I'm saying, coming up with this offseason, because you need to sign somebody. There is no option to not sign anybody. You need to sign somebody. But what you gonna do with that starting lineup then? Because Nas Reed is a better power forward than Sohan, so you gotta move Sohan to the bench. But you can't move Sohan to the bench because he's not very good on the bench. Like, that's not where you want him. You want him out there playing. Like, he's a guy, he needs playing time in order to continue to keep getting better. Like, so the option of not playing him is not cool. But you don't at the 3. Maybe you put Nas at the 3. You could do that, maybe, I guess. But I'd much rather have Vassell at the 3 than Nas, because Nas ain't really a 3. He can play some 3, but he's not your starting small forward. And that's where Vassell does his best work. And like I said, you're starting Castle next year. Even if you bring Chris Paul back, you have to start Castle. And Harrison Barnes is still going to be here, which, I mean, they're playing him at the power forward. That's okay-ish, I guess. But I'd much rather have him at the 3. But you can't play him at the 3 because Vassell does his best work at the 3. Because otherwise, you got to play him at the 2. And Vassell's not that great at the 2. He could, you know, I do think the Spurs should experiment and put him at the 1. Yeah, I said it. They should go ahead and put him at the 1. Yeah, I know some of y'all are just like, what the is he talking? This Braden has lost his mind. I know. Yeah, I know. Yep, I know.